Breaking news right now. Here at home, News Chopper 4 is overhead for a dramatic rescue. This as a woman is pulled out of a chimney vent at a middle school in Koreatown. Now, of course, the question is, why was she in there in the first place? NBC4's Jane Yamamoto has just arrived there. And Jane, that woman did not seem to be badly hurt.
Yeah, Kathy, we just got an update, and as you mentioned, very dramatic chimney rescue here at Virgil Middle School. You can't tell from our location. We are at 152 North Vermont, but take a look from News Chopper 4, as you mentioned. News Chopper 4, above it all, when it went down, an urban search and rescue team plucked a woman from the chimney. This just within the past half hour. She was covered in soot. She was talking. LA fire crews were guiding the rope from a ladder truck to help pull her out. Now, the woman in her mid-30s somehow got stuck about 25 feet down the shaft of a chimney on a 30-story building. And Charles Butler, Battalion Chief Charles Butler from the LA Fire Department, he told me at this point they still don't know why she was on the roof in the first place. They don't know if she lives in the area, if she has any school connection. But it all began when LA Unified School District Police were called out for a person on the roof threatening to jump. That was earlier today. LAFD, they responded just after 3 o'clock this afternoon. They found nothing. Then they were called back just after 6 o'clock tonight. LA fire officials were able to find the woman stuck in the chimney. She suffered minor injuries. This rescue operation lasted just over an hour. That woman was assessed by paramedics. She has been taken to a local hospital. Once again, only minor injuries. Reporting live from Koreatown, I'm Jane Yamamoto, NBC4 News.
Jane, thanks. Tonight we're hearing from the family of a 20-year-old man shot and killed by Long Beach police. This happened near 15th and Roycroft at an apartment complex Wednesday night. And today we learned the man was not armed. NBC4's Kate Larson is live in Long Beach. Kate.
Actually, Adrienne, we are in Woodland Hills right now where Firas Murad lived, and we were the first crew to speak to his family, who were just absolutely devastated and bewildered as to how Firas Murad, just 20 years old, ended up getting shot and killed by police on Wednesday night. Let's go ahead and take a look at a picture of Firas. These are all provided to us by his family who showed up today at the park. They say that Firas on Wednesday went to Long Beach to visit with his new debate coach friends. He was going to transfer to Cal State Long Beach in the fall, so he was there hanging out with his friends, and I'm told that at some point he decided to take some drugs, possibly some shrooms. He started acting erratically, and according to the Long Beach Police Department press release, he started acting violently, too. At some point, he ended up going through a second-story glass window. I'm told by his friend, who I spoke to on the phone, that after that happened, they called police. They called for help because their friend was injured. They went down to find him on the street, and at that point, an officer showed up. And according to the Long Beach press release, and I'm going to read from it now, the officer, over a few minutes, utilized verbal commands, an electronic control device, an impact weapon, and physical force to gain compliance and was unsuccessful. They say in the press release that Murad kept walking towards the officer and at one point told the officer he was going to attack. At that time, the officer fired at Murad. He ended up going to the hospital where he died. Now, I spoke to his uncle, his father, about how they're feeling today after they found out.
I don't know what happened, but he wasn't supposed to be shot. Even if he did something, if he was under the influence, he should not have been shot. He does not harm anyone. He's so peaceful, and he was a brilliant. He was a diamond.
We have to worry about the police too, because they protect us all. But when a police unreasonably draws a gun and just indiscriminately shooting him and killing him like that, that's not right. This is not what we should know about our police, that we all love and respect. That's not right.
I've reached out to the Long Beach Police Department several times tonight. I'm told they will not be going on camera or giving any more information until Monday. They're sticking with their press release, and they say that Murad was acting violently and that the officer felt threatened by what was happening out there on the streets on Wednesday night. Now, coming up at 11, we've also interviewed Murad's sister, his little sister, who was the first in their family to find out about his death while she was at school yesterday morning, how that happened and how nobody notified the family of his death that was several days ago. We've also got more sound from the cousin who spoke to the friends and went down to Long Beach to figure out what's going on. So still a lot of questions. We're going to try and answer some of those at 11. Live in Woodland Hills, Kate Larson, NBC4 News.
Kate, thank you. We found out more tonight about a shooting involving an off-duty officer last night in Ontario. It turns out the man who was shot had demanded a ride from the probation officer. It happened in the parking lot of a Smart and Final. Witnesses said the man had a knife and was bothering customers. We spoke to a woman who witnessed the whole thing.
I didn't see the knife. I just seen the guy on the ground and the guy yelling, "Don't get up, I'll shoot you." And he did. He shot him because the guy tried to get up. I'm still in shock. I just can't believe what I just seen. I mean, I didn't know what was going on. It just happened so fast.
At last report, that man was still in the hospital being treated for the gunshot wound.
Police are looking for the vandals who shot out dozens of windows in Pasadena Friday night, possibly with a BB or a pellet gun. If this was some sort of juvenile prank, it was not funny for the car owners who suffered thousands of dollars in damages. All the shattered windows were reported along North Mar Vista Avenue just before 9 last night. One young woman home from college told us she and her family had just gotten home from dinner and they saw what happened.
Started to call 911, but my alarm went off when I tried to open it, and 4 cop cars pulled up. And they told us that 20 cars had already been just shot at with a BB gun, pellet.
In all, at least 30 cars were vandalized. The same thing happened in this area a few months ago. Police are trying to determine if there is a connection.
It is a story that could be right out of the movies. Homeowners in Eagle Rock found what they thought was 8 sticks of dynamite in their garage. They quickly called 911 and the bomb squad was on its way, only to find when help arrived that the dynamite was actually a movie prop. The owners believe it had been in the garage for 25 years.
That would be a stunner to find.
That would be a good thing, though.
All right, we're going to check now with meteorologist Anthony Yanez, and we're talking about the heat.
Yes,
Yes,
it's been a long,
Woo!
weekend. This